So for you, Sagittarius, you have the Three of Cups, the Judgment, and then you have the Two of Wands. You, Sagittarius, are not going to go back to people that you've already dated before. There's no way. Because a lot of you understand that it's basically going backwards. Why would you, Sagittarius, decide to ever go backwards and even dare to speak to someone whom you've already spoke to before? Why would you do that? A lot of you, Sagittarius, understand that that's counterproductive. It literally defeats the purpose of your own true self-improvement and enlightenment. The Two of Wands represents you need someone that's much more your speed, someone that you and this person share similar value systems with. Okay? Honestly, you also need someone that is willing to do a little bit of setting themselves back a little bit, you know, and not necessarily always do whatever it is that they want to do, you know, sacrifice. And that's something that a lot of times we don't talk enough about, but we're going to start talking about it, right? Because it has to evolve. But you need someone that's gonna do a little bit of sacrificing. You know, setting themselves back just a little bit, because when you're single, you can do whatever it is that you want. But when you're in a relationship, you know, if you care about the person, you're not going to put them in last place, though, in last place all the time, right? You're actually going to have some form of consideration for them. This is what I mean when I say that this is not the whole reason, but this is a part of where the excuses come from, and the, you know, people needing to always, you know, slide out of the way of accountability or dodge accountability with technicalities, is because part of the reason why is because they don't want to do any kind of sacrificing, right? They don't want to let go of some things that they could easily do if they were single, that they may not necessarily be able to do so easily now that they're in a real functional relationship. That people don't talk about sacrificing as much as they honestly should, or at all. And that makes things really bad, because the Nine of Wands and the Two of Pentacles represents, this is what you, Sagittarius, have not found as of late. But sacrificing is very profound, right? They expect you to do all of that. People want you to be doing all of that sacrificing. But you, Sagittarius, can't do something where the other person has to sacrifice a little bit. They got to compromise a little bit. You know, they have to reel themselves back in from doing all the things that they particularly want to do, right? And so because of it, you, Sagittarius, see part of the reason why being in a relationship has been so difficult. It's because they were unwilling to make any kind of compromises, and you, Sagittarius, because you didn't really have a better understanding of yourself, that yes, you deserve love, and you weren't willing to embrace that, you allowed them to shortchange you. You allowed them to tell you no, to show you no, right? Because you're not going anywhere, right? That's the delusion that they had. You, Sagittarius, weren't going anywhere, but that's not necessarily true at all. My dog's wilding. Anyway, that's not necessarily true. You, Sagittarius, did go somewhere. You got up and you stopped allowing people to take you for granted. And you, Sagittarius, said, you know what? You're not going to put up with this. You know, a person, if they're going to be in a relationship with you, they're going to have to understand that. They're going to have to understand reciprocation, right? Reciprocating compromise. They're going to have to understand these things. And if they can't understand these things, then essentially it's a dub. They got to go. They got to get out of here, because They only want things to go only one. That's my dog down here. But they only want things to go one way. So the Chariot and the Empress now represents how. So a lot of you very much so understand that you've been doing that for a very long time, and that you Sagittarius understand that you are taking accountability for the fact that people should take you more seriously. People should take spending quality time with you, and if not spending quality time, not just only quality time, but sacrificing or compromising a little bit of doing whatever it is that they want to do seriously, right? If they don't compromise for you, they're out of your life. And now a lot of you Sagittarius are moving like this. They're going to have to legitimately show up and show out. They're going to have to actually show you that they're capable of this stuff. This is why it is, honestly, this is part of why it is that I talk about the 50-50 thing. And that 50-50 relationships are the only type of relationships that's going to work, because from the very beginning, it's a display of a person's character. You first and foremost, there's this tax of, because I was born this way with my anatomy, right? There's this tax of, I need to pay for everything. But who says that was the rules though? Who said that? So now it's this ideology of this wild ideology of, if I don't pay for it now, you feel a certain kind of way. You're getting offended off the fact that I am an adult and I get to spend my money however I want. I just so happen to want to spend my money eating some dinner, and I would hope you as a consenting adult would understand this same thing too, to simply pay for the food that you want, that you are buying, that you are eating, right? And if I don't just let you invite myself to my pockets, I'm the villain of the story. Because, sacrifice. Yeah, but where's your sacrifice too? Because the thing is that exclusively there's been sacrifice exclusively on one side initially. If I pay for it, I am making a sacrifice immediately, but it's a catch-22 of, I either pay for it, which more than likely you're going to dip out and I'm never going to hear from you, or you're going to shame me because I'm broke. So the whole 50-50 thing is, well, let me see you sacrifice for once. Can you be a responsible adult and not trip out and not be so upset that people won't just allow you to invite yourself to their money, as if like this is some sort of like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? As if this is some sort of like welfare line. And no disrespect to anybody that's on welfare in any shape, form, or fashion. But the point that I'm trying to make here is, as if like I'm some sort of government program that just hands out free money. Like, what is that about? I'm a private person. You dig what I'm saying? I'm handling things in the private side. So it's like, where's your sacrifice? And this is what I'm saying, that sacrifice even starts from there. Like, if you catching this much of a problem with over a meal, how are we supposed to become family? Deeper than a meal. We're sharing meals. We're living together. We're starting a family. We're living in the same household. But you can't even stop yourself from getting bent out of shape about a halal meal. And halal is not even that expensive. And I hope halal never gets that expensive. I hope it always remains cheap, because it's delicious and it's good. I'm just using that as an example. But you know what I'm saying? Like you getting that upset over something that's only the sum of its parts. right? That meal is just a small part of a relationship that you're supposed to be building. So a lot of you Sagittarius understand what type of time that it is. Like, again, if a person can't sacrifice for you, if a person is not reciprocating the love, the time, attention, the sacrifice that you're doing, a lot of you Sagittarius are becoming a lot more practical when it comes to dating. Like, look, if they don't want to do that from the jump, they got to get out of your life. Because what is it for? You're having someone around that you're just basically paying for them to live for free because you're the one that's paying for everything, and they don't bring any kind of value to you. That's lame. The Ten of Wands represents you're done with that. And then you have the unalive card, right? The transition card, and the Seven of Pentacles, which proves my point even more. A lot of you Sagittarius have a brand new, well-rounded perspective because you get it. You understand that relationships are about, it's not about usury. It's not about getting or gotcha. It's not about getting someone and taking someone to the cleaners for everything that they have at all, let alone getting everything that they can provide immediately and then disappearing. It's not a game of thieves. It's about two people trusting each other and building that trust overall, and then that trust manifests itself in beautiful ways: a family, assets, home over their head, cars, little ones, right? Little ones that pass on the family legacy, a family name, right? A legacy, a family name, inheritance, trusts, all this other type of stuff. But a lot of you Sagittarius understand that a person has to be able to they have to be able to want to do this stuff. They have to want to be in a family setting. If they're not trying to be in a family setting, well, what's the point? And this is something that I'm seeing that a lot of you Sagittarius, once again, is really getting a lot of people caught up with you, because it's like they're coming to you, and again, it's like cop and blow. They're coming to you, and then you Sagittarius are like, okay, let's see what you're about. And then when they show you that they don't understand this concept of sacrifice, reciprocation, honor, integrity, dignity, the importance of family, the importance of building trust, they're making everything transactional. Everything is about, well, what have you done for me lately? Nothing is about, I'm willing to give ground. There's no such thing as giving ground. A lot of you Sagittarius are like, okay. And you're becoming very good judges of character. Somebody just recently tried to do this with you. And they're upset that you Sagittarius are from this reading, you're upset that this person, that you're not, they are upset that you are not willing to actually stick around and play blind to what it is that you see. So let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Four of Wands, Star card, excuse me, Queen of Wands, the Empress again, and then you have the Ace of Cups to clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Once again, the Four of Wands and the Star card, teamwork is making the dream work. You Sagittarius are trying to start a family. You Sagittarius want to be married. You want to be in a committed monogamous relationship, a lot of you, because you understand that your lane is not that. My lane is not that. It's hard getting to know one person because they showing me that they would be a nightmare later on down the road. Getting greedy and trying to play the field and get to know two people. It's too much. That's too big for my britches. That's way too much. I could do that, but what sense would that make? Having a wife, but then having a person that's for the streets. Burning the candles at both ends. Same thing with you. A lot of you Sagittarius understand what it is that you're trying to do, what you are looking to do. right? You have a better understanding of now of what you're looking to do. You, Sagittarius, want to build a family, but it's hard trying to build one with someone that changes the people that they're with, just like they change their drawers, right? So the Queen of Wands, the Empress, and the Ace of Cups now is about how, and you're not going to compromise on it, and you shouldn't compromise, because these are the things that build the foundation of a relationship in the first place. You know, you Sagittarius are willing to give a honest, transparent, spiritual, trustworthy, loving relationship with the person. But they're going to have to really show you something. They're going to have to show you that the two of you share those similar value systems, that this is what it is that they're looking for. If not, why are you Sagittarius? Why would you, Sagittarius, dare waste your time? You're not going to do that, right? You're too smart for that. But other than that, that's it. So far, a lot of you Sagittarius are continuing to look, but you haven't found anybody yet. But you are continuing to look, though. And you're becoming, like I said, better judges of character, so you don't spend so much time falling into the games that people try to put you through, send you on a wild goose chase, and then you find out that this person is not really who you think that they were. That's it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm trying to make my YouTube channel get to 100,000 subscribers. We're at 14,018. Smash the subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.